The T-54 is a Soviet Tier 9 medium tank. The first prototype was constructed at the end of 1944. After successful trials in 1945 to 1947, the T-54 mod from 1947 was adopted for service. 713 vehicles were constructed before the production was phased out. In 1949, production of a new variant was launched. In World of Tanks, the T-54 leads to T-62A and the Object 140. It is a great tank, but let's see what it can do in some gameplay. Hello guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. As you can see, today we'll be driving the T-54, and driving the T-54 is Imra. We are driving on the map Ruinberg, and he is also platooned with two Tier 9 heavy tanks, the IS-8 and the VK4502B. And as you can see, they have a really nice matchmaking here. They got into a Tier 9 game where there is only 3 Tier 9s on the enemy team, and there is 3 of them on the friendly team. So what this means when you get this kind of a matchup, that means that you really have to carry this. It is expected from you to carry this and, well, do the best thing that you can, do the best for your team and win the game. So let's just see how they are going to carry this. As you can see, they split their forces at the beginning. Really nice shot here on the STA-1. The STA-1 wasn't really in a good position there to stop and shoot, but he did it anyway, and that's a free damage for Imra. Really doesn't matter for him, and that STA-1 is just dead. So I was talking about when you're in this kind of matchup and you have to carry. They split their forces 2 into 2. The heavy tanks went for the heavy positions on the F1 and F2, and Imra went for the medium positions to try and stop foolish Lorraine 40Ts that are trying to rush the zero line. I really don't know what this Lorraine is trying to do. It looks like he doesn't have any support. There comes the support, but they are too far for this Lorraine to survive. It's only a matter of time when he dies. Yeah, Imra rams him and shoots the last shell into him, finishing him off. Now the problem is that Lorraine spotted everything on this side, and now the other tanks on the enemy team know exactly what is going on this side, and they are pushing very aggressively here towards the zero line. Fortunately, on the other side, the heavy tanks are pushing also on the enemy base, so it is probably the best thing for Imra here is to deal with this WZ-131 and then just try and defend the friendly cap, or just try and defend that position that the, well, enemy tanks just overtook. Now, I didn't want to mention this at the beginning of the map. I really wasn't sure if they were AFK or just bots, but it looks like this Jack Panther and the IS are actually bots, because the game started, they didn't move, and now when the first enemy tanks was spotted in their vicinity, they just started turning around and shooting it. So I don't know how much you know about bots in World of Tanks, but there are a lot of bots that you can, well, get, so they grind your tanks for you. And really that's something lame for me, to be honest. Why are you going to skip the IS? Why are you going to skip the Jack Panther? They are excellent tanks in their tier. And when you get to that tier 7 with the IS, it is one of the best experiences that you have. Now, we can see that Imra is here fighting with the WZ. I really should be commenting more, sorry about that, but as you can see, he is doing everything that he can do to, well, not allow the WZ to shoot him. Whenever the WZ is trying to shoot him, he is trying to put his armor in front of the WZ as close as possible and not allow him to shoot the lower plate. Now, if the WZ is using the same gun as the T-54 has, it will have trouble penetrating. 260mm of penetration, not that great to go through the armor of T-54, especially from that position when you can see only the upper plate or the turret. Now we can see that Imra is thinking about what to do here, which tank to shoot first, and he decides to go for the 25. That was the only better and logical choice, to go for the more dangerous tank in this match, and that's the T-25, always more dangerous than the T-37 on the top. Now the problem with the T-37 is he is going to be spotting everything here unless he is dealt with, so Imra decides to go and find the T-37, finish him off, and then go towards the enemy cap. And you can see on the other side, the enemies have turned the tide and they are now advancing. The Rheinmetall-Borsig is on 2 kills, going forward and trying to finish off the artillery and the bulldog that are left there. Now Imra finds the small scout, finishes him off, and now shoots on the Jag Panther, blows his track off. And the Su-122-44 just hits the tracks once again. And now the IS kills the Jag Panther and the enemy team, guys. The bot just killed the Jag Panther. I really don't know what to say, because there are some bots that know how to aim actually. So let's get back to the game. We can see that Imra is doing the right thing here. He is closing the distance towards the tank destroyer. Really, the tank destroyer is going to have trouble if he doesn't load premium shells. You saw him there shooting, not able to penetrate the frontal armor of the T-54. And Imra spots the artillery and immediately turns toward the steel team, not allowing the artillery to shoot at him. That was excellent thinking for a moment there. Now, what he's going to do next is go for the Rheinmetall-Borsig or go for the GV Tiger P. He decides to go for the Rheinmetall, and I think that's the best choice because the red Rheinmetall is pretty close towards the friendly cap, and well, if this IS is actually a bot, that Rheinmetall should not have any trouble finishing him off. Now the Rheinmetall gets spotted. The IS is just driving towards the Rheinmetall, putting his sides towards the Rheinmetall. Yeah, clearly a intelligent being driving that one. And he finishes off his second tank. Oh well. Now Imra is on 7 kills and it is a matter of time when he finds the artillery and finishes it off. Now this is an older replay, this is a 9.6 replay, and I just came across this one while I was looking through some of the older replays that you guys sent to me. If I don't get to your replay, you can always remind me and ask me what is going on, guys. I have a lot of things. There are some good replays that I have and they're just waiting to be recorded, but time is the problem here. I really don't have enough time to go through every one of your replays and make a video because it just takes too much time for me to do all of that. I'm sorry if I missed any of your videos, sorry, of your replays and didn't make a video for you. Well, unfortunately he misses the GV here. The GV slapped shots and really could not hit the T-54. And now this is probably the sweetest moment in any game when you have the artillery for the last kill. That's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. As you can see, Imra had an excellent game here. He got a couple of medals like Fire for Effect, Shellproof, Duelist, Bruiser, Radley-Walters Medal, Steel Wall Metal, High Caliber, Naidin's, Top Gun, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On team score sheet we can see that he carried his team to victory. He did 6,500 damage, 8 kills and 1,536 experience. That is more than double than the second in his team. On the detailed report we can see that he fired 26 shots, of which 23 hit the target and 22 penetrated. And with the premium account he was able to score 55,000 credits. Now let's just take a step back and see what we saw in this replay. Now we saw an excellent use of the T-54 when you are a top tier, so you have to use your tank to the fullest when it's expected from you to carry the game, and Imra did just that. He was always in a good position to fight the enemy tanks, but he also didn't allow the enemy tanks to overrun him. He retreated to a safe position and then started maneuvering towards the flank that he was defending. And with the excellent use of armor he was able to kill the WZ-120 and after that the rest of the light tanks and the tank destroyers that were left on that side. As always guys, if you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, you can dislike and leave a comment why you disliked the video in the comment section down below. If you're wondering what to watch next, you have the previous video linked in the top right corner. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, I would like you to do that now. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one.